Can her hair end her an A? Can her hair end her an A? Can her hair? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, thank you so much for everyone that has watched my past two videos. I really appreciate the love. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for those that have subscribed. Thank you for giving me your feedback. I really do appreciate them. So today I wanted to share with you how I got rid of my H factor. Okay, so in 2016 I auditioned for a show on Ebony Live TV on Menzim, and I got into the boot camp, but I was kicked out. I think the third day. I made it to top 12 or something like that. I can't really remember. And the major reason I was kicked out was because of my H factor. But in uni, I knew what H factor was. I'd always known what H factor was, but I thought I did. So if you do not know what the H factor is, it is when you add the H sound where there is no H sound, or where you do not pronounce the H sound where there is an H sound. Example, you want to say I as in letter I and you say hi. So that's you adding an H sound where there is none. Or you want to pronounce house and you say house. Do you get? The H factor is when you observe the H sound where there is none, or you do not observe the H sound where there is. Okay, so I wanted to share with you how I got rid of my H factor. So I'd always been conscious of not adding the H sound to words that do not have H sounds. So like saying egg. So if it's like I want to say I am fine, I can say I am fine. So I've always been conscious of not doing that. But I didn't realize that in my consciousness of not adding the H sound to words that do not have H sound, I stopped observing the H sound in words that actually do have H sound. So then apparently if I wanted to say I have a car, I would have said I have a car. How did I get rid of my H factor? First of all, you have to know that you have it. You can't change something when you don't know, when you're not aware that it's a problem, right? So you have to know that, oh, you have the H factor. Your H factor could be both. It could be that you're adding the H sound to words that do not have H sound, or you're not observing the H sound in words that do have H sound. So it could be both. It could be either or. And so the fact that I already knew that I had the H factor was a very good step. And so I had to be very conscious of how I pronounce my words, and it was really hard for me actually, and because I was coming off of being kicked out of the boot camp because of the problem I didn't know that I really had. I'm almost sure that there were other reasons, but then I took it really personally that it was this H factor that made them kick me out of the boot camp. So I decided that I was going to, of course, change that. I admitted that I had the H factor, right? After that, I then decided to be very conscious of words that had the H factor and pronouncing them. I already knew that I wasn't adding the H factor to other words. So what I needed to do was to actually observe the H sound. And I started doing that by doing audio recordings. So I'll do audio recordings of myself, and of course I'll then listen and see where I made mistakes. And another thing that made it easier for me was lyrics of songs I already knew. So I would sing aloud and tried as much as possible to always observe the H sound. Interestingly, some artists, of course, would not do that even in their songs, but that was when I found out that Two-Face and Banky W and LDD Don actually were very conscious of pronouncing each word correctly. It was interesting for me, and it was very helpful because, of course, I would then have to listen back to back songs I already knew the lyrics and make sure that I pronounced the words correctly. Another thing I also did was read the Quran. In Arabic, there are some words that have the H factor and you have to pronounce it, like Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah is not most people say Alhamdulillah, but it's Alhamdulillah. Do you get? So there's that like Ahmad or Hamdan. Do you understand? So it was easy for me to also, when I read the Quran or when I'm praying, I made sure whenever I read in Arabic, I made sure that I observed the H sound. Another thing, so and in this my quest of making sure that I observed the H sound, at the point it sounded like I was pronouncing KH because I was really emphasizing on the H sound. Even now it still seems like I'm doing that, but it's much better, right? I know it's much better. So then I got a lot of not really backlash, but my friends would laugh at me, my siblings, my cousins would laugh at me. You guys have laughed at me. See yourself now my H factor is gone, you still have your H factor. Oh. Anyway, so it used to then sound like I was pronouncing KH, so it should be like Alhamdulillah, like, yeah, it should be safe. I wanted to say Alhamdulillah, it would be Alhamdulillah, because I was trying to really emphasize the H sound, right? And it didn't really sound right to me, but I knew that it was a step to losing the H factor, because I knew at the point I'll get comfortable with these pronunciations and I wouldn't have to really emphasize before I remember that the H factor, the H sound was in the word or in the sentence. So now it's much better. It took me a while and it was constant practice. Ultimately, it takes practice, right? It takes practice. And it can be, some people will say, oh, it's not, since English is not my first language. I'm like, if you're going to speak English, what is what doing well. If you're going to speak a particular language, you might as well learn how to pronounce words properly or learn how to speak correctly. At least try your best. It's just weird. Like when you're using past tense for present tense, that's exactly how it sounds. So I don't know, I just wanted to share with you how I lost my H factor, how I finally got rid of my H factor. I still do not think my English is amazing. I still would like to speak much better than this. I have further questions about how this can, how you can get rid of your H factor. Please do leave a comment. You can, I'll definitely help you. Okay. Oh, and then in this quest, that was when I learned that there's some words that actually have the H word, the H letter, but do not have the sound, like honest. So honest is not honest. Do you get me? So you will not say honestly, you say honestly. Do you understand? I don't know if I can remember. If I remember any other one, I'll put them on the screen so that you could see that there are actually a lot of words that have the H letter, but they're not pronounced. Honor too. So that's why you would say it is an honor, not it is a honor, because honor has the H letter but doesn't have the H sound, is not observed. The H is silent. How can sound be silent? But yeah, that's it. English can be really hard. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Of course, comment down below. I would like to hear from you. If you need my help with how to go ahead to get rid of your H factor, please let me know down below. Thank you for watching. Can her hair and her and A? Can her hair and her and A? Can her hair and her and A? Can her hair and her and A?